Hey guys, this is Thyworm again, and I want to bring you another video. I want to bring you some insights regarding Beyond. I have run 20 maps already with these Scarabs. So it's a Beyond. This is that they can attract monsters from Beyond. The Beyond bosses are enraged and they drop tainted currency, and we got a better chance to spawn one. And I have uniques because I didn't really know what to do with it. And we have 30% increased merging radius. I am not looking at this from the perspective of making currency. I am looking at this from the perspective of either having fun, and so far this isn't really that much fun, or some value, right? Will this give me something that I otherwise will have a hard time getting? And the only thing it is sort of getting me is the currency, the tainted currency. That is the only thing. So here, taking a look at the atlas, what we've basically done is we've just taken all of the Beyond nodes. If I click on this, you can see everything that we've done. A few notable things, more quantity, all merging radius and whatnot. And then here the demonic power. You gain a demonic power based on the boss that you defeat. If you defeat Katash, you get a 10% fizz as fire damage, and also Explodey 10%. If you defeat Gore, you get debilitating enemies and you take less damage. And I'm not sure what you get if you defeat Bidot. I haven't seen Bidot yet. These are not worth it. That is one thing that's for sure. Like 10% physical as fire damage, probably at 75% somewhere down the lane in the map, is just not a good value proposition. So this is a pretty terrible node, I would say. And there's also no real way to sort of force the boss to spawn. It's only a 30% chance with Scarabs. It's just not amazing. And the other ones that we have more chance to attract demons, right? This is all demons. Then here we have another 30% chance to spawn a unique boss, but it's increased, right? This is not a flat chance, it's an increased chance. And you're not entirely sure what the flat chance is. So these bosses, they just don't spawn all the time. And then that is it. I have a little bit of ritual and I have some delirium just to, top it off. And I got a bunch of scarab nodes. That is roughly what we are dealing with. I'll zoom out, so if you want you can take a screenshot, but I wouldn't personally, because this is really not great. Still running the same build, still running cast on crit, detonate dead. Just an excellent build by Rutu. And I'm taking as much like quantity and rarity and that sort of thing as I can, and duplication and whatnot, just to sort of maximize the stuff that you can get. Now the nice thing about ritual in itself is also fairly bad so far, it seems, but it stops the delirium. But look, I get only 550 favor, and I'm basically full spec'd into ritual. There's only a few nodes that I'm missing, so it's really bad. And yeah, I'm so far not convinced, but I'll do another video on ritual because I want to use the Scarabs. What you need to sort of keep in mind here is that this is... Oh, there's the boss. Nice. So we spawned the boss. We spawned even Bidot. So, or Baidat, I should probably say. Now, she might do a lot more damage than you're used to. She also is fairly tanky, right? But that's also because of delirium. But this is the best case scenario for this strategy, because Bidot is gonna drop quite some currency here. Or not. Wow. That's pretty horrible. And then you get the buff. So action speed is increased and I get physical as extra lightning. So that is the Baidat buff. And now Beyond is gone as well. So now there's no more Beyond monsters. They do not exist anymore. Alright, this is strategy number 2. I will tell you what I am doing over here. A few different scarabs. First, this one, the Beyond Scarab of the Invasion. Unique monsters slain in the area, or in the zone, or in the map, create 8 to 12 additional Beyond portals. Which seems good, right? Then I spawn in Rogue Exiles, because those are unique monsters. I have a chance to replace those with Giants, which basically turns the Rogue Exiles into these sort of Russian dolls, right? These Matryoshka dolls. Like you kill one and then 2 smaller ones spawn out and then a few other smaller ones spawn out. So there's a chance that like one Rogue Exile turns into like 6. And all of those then spawn 8 to 12 Beyond portals, which actually happens. And then items dropped by Beyond demons in the area are corrupted. And I have furthermore completely specced into Beyond. So looking at this, if I type in Beyond, you can see all the things that I have. So we have additional currency from Beyond. We have all of the slaying and merging. We have not the unique boss, of course. We have the Endless Tide, which refuses to spawn a boss because we don't want to spawn a boss because we need all these Beyond demons, right? And then we have all of this too, without, of course, the boss node. And that is it, right? That's all the Beyond. Then additional rogues I went for over here. You have a chance to spawn 20. You will actually see a map where that is the case. And furthermore, just the Exarch influence, the minor rituals, so that I spawn rituals 100% of the time. The Unrelenting Torment, more quantity. And that's mostly it. Unending Nightmare, Delirium over here. Here more Delirium because there's another unique boss that you can spawn, and the more unique stuff you get in your map, the better it is in theory. I will zoom out if you want to recreate this tree once again. Well, I wouldn't recommend it though, at least not for Beyond. Turns out it's decent enough for Delirium. Now let's dive into the map. Alright, so I think we spawned into a map where we have a lot of rogues, so this is basically the best case scenario map for the strategy that I just explained. So we're looking for as many unique monsters as we can. Hopefully some of them spawned in this ritual. I don't think they did, because otherwise they would respawn again. But the whole idea is you kill the unique monsters, and then of course, as a result, we spawn 8 to 12 Beyond portals, and out of those portals we get a bunch of monsters, Beyond monsters, which then are supposed to drop something. Right? That is the whole plan. The problem is mainly like the strategy works. See, that was a unique monster, it was a rogue, and it spawned a bunch of enemies, Beyond enemies. We're about to see this time and time again here. Another, this is a rogue, he will spawn smaller rogues, and then see all of these monsters come out of it. Now the rogues, they drop decent loot, not a problem there. But there's all sorts of stuff that I'm getting, but none of it is coming from the Beyond monsters. The Scarabs that I'm getting, those are because I'm killing unique monsters. But I could kill unique monsters without doing Beyond, right? Beyond isn't really giving me any additional unique monsters in that sense. So there's very little sort of benefit that I'm gaining there. But they're supposed to drop corrupted items, which will show up on my filter. And they're supposed to drop tainted currency, which also shows up on my filter. Here, killed it. See a few monsters spawn in. Those are the Beyond monsters. What do they drop? Nothing. So this is going to be the theme of this map, I'm afraid. And that also sort of I think gives you an idea of the value of this strategy. Now, I will say this is a lot more fun than the previous one. So in terms of like how enjoyable it is to actually play like this with all these monsters spawning in time and time again, you see an enemy, you kill it, and then there's the portal, and then there's a bunch more enemies. Like, it's fun. Like, I'm having fun here, right? Look at how many things are spawning in. I think that's fun. This as well. Here, a bunch of rogues. There's gonna be a whole army over there. There it is. See, a whole army. But they don't drop anything. That's kind of the... Because all of this I'm getting from the Delirium rewards, see? Now, that is a decent synergy, of course, because the Delirium procs also off of the additional Beyond monsters. So, in that sense, it works. But that is not what I'm trying to do. I think there are better ways to do that. If you want to maximize sort of the Delirium rewards, that is not what I'm trying to do currently. That is what's happening. It's sort of like the best outcome, it seems. And it's actually, it's decent enough, I would argue, but that's not the point. The point is, I want, for example, a bunch of tainted currency. If you want tainted currency, the other strategy was a lot better. Just spawning the boss, because that is guaranteed tainted currency. I have yet to get a single tainted currency thing over here, as you have probably noticed. And also keep in mind, like, this is the absolute sort of best case scenario that I'm showing you here. This many rogues, you won't get these many rogues most of the time. So I really picked a map to basically show what this strategy is in its sort of best form. So you gotta keep that in mind. All of these Scarabs likely coming from the rogues themselves, because that is what I'm spec'd into. This is the map, guys. Let's have a look at what we got, and the vast majority of what we got here is from the Delirium, right? All the essences, the Scarabs from the unique monsters, because we did spawn a load of unique monsters, a load of rogue exiles. But what did we have in terms of tainted currency? Let's see if we can find it. That's all I got, I think. I got 2 tainted chromatic orb in the whole run, like best case scenario. And I've been running more maps than this. This is not the only map that I ran. This was just a map that I thought sort of represented how sort of not viable this strategy really is. So yeah, that is what I wanted to show you. Hope you enjoyed. And I will go on to the next strategy and also make a small video about that. So stay tuned, subscribe and like for more content, and I will see you soon. Bye bye, guys.